Hi, welcome back for another video on Star Trek Fleet Command. Now, if you have watched my previous videos, you have caught me perhaps saying that I love SLB events, solo leaderboard events, okay? And yes, it is a very good opportunity that if you are able to place yourself in the top 10, you'll be able to walk away or win yourself good amount of resources. And if you are able to top first, second, third, all the more better. But then third, fourth, and fifth they share the same price, so yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, now this video we're going to talk or look more into SLB events. Now, I chose to talk about this because we are having or we had a research SLB just the previous refresh, and we are having another research SLB right now. So there are two research SLBs back to back. Now, I also did mention this, that just because you can, you don't have to, okay? And I also said something like just because you have the capacity, the capabilities to, it doesn't mean that you need to do it, okay? Because you need to play your cards well. And it's very true, because as you move higher in level, you will begin to realize that your options will get lesser and lesser. And this is when you would think that, what if I didn't do, or what if I had a certain thing that you can still do right now that you are at 30 plus, okay? Simply because it gets more expensive as you go higher in level, and the choices you have gets lesser and lesser as well, okay? Now I'll show you more in detail later. Now this video I'm gonna title it Don't Kiasu, okay? I'm not sure whether you heard of this term Kiasu before, but it's a Hokkien term, Hokkien, okay, whereby it means Kia means scared, Su means lose. Do not be afraid to lose. It's okay, okay? Like, because all these events, they come by every other day. If it's not like in 3 days, it'll be like next week you see something similar again, okay? So yeah, don't kiasu, especially in SLBs. Now I'm going to show you what happened. Now there's no judgment made here, but I'm just gonna show you my thought process on it, okay? Now, so SLBs, they look like this, okay? You get Platinum rewards, and then you get rank, okay, against the others, of your same event bracket group, okay? Now, I believe there are more catching up to this bracket group, so I'm seeing more new names. Before, I only see like Mendo, myself, and Dawn, okay? Now you see Jebeth, now you see Guts, you see Hal, and today I saw a new name, Carrie, okay? So more and more people are joining your event bracket level. But then, not a lot of people, as they enter into this event bracket, they realize that the gains are high, and so are the losses, okay? Now, this is the current one. The one that just ended was this, I believe. Yeah, I was actually targeting rank 5, but then someone took me over because I was busy doing other things. But then, okay, so this was it. I only targeted 5, okay? So here, that's it. Now, if you notice that, yeah, it went this way, this manner, and you will be able to see the amount of points that people put in to the SLB. Now, winning is great, but then if you put too much into one event just to win it, it will affect your events in future, because your cards are running thin, okay? Because you might not have the aces left in your hand, you might not have those big value cards anymore. And if you put too much into an event, you would potentially affect your dailies as well. Some dailies you need to do one research to get those speed ups. Okay, that's for one. And another thing, you would need to hit those daily event targets as well, because there are research events daily, okay, and then they need at least 8,000 points, okay. Now, if you were to dump 80,000, for example, or even 40,000 into just one event, okay, it would potentially mean that you are sacrificing 4 other events and just to focus everything into just one. It is quite logical to think this way, right? Okay, I mean, if you just want to push everything up into just one, just to win it 40k, and the price you're getting would be 40k, right? Third place, okay, which are only 12 uncommon crystals, 8 and 8, and just one rare. Okay, of course you are also getting Latinos, but it's not a lot. Past dues are not a lot as well, but the other resources are not so great, and you are only focusing on this basically when you join SLBs. Okay, I believe this would be your primary focus. Okay, now if you were to spend so much 40k in research points just to get 12 crystals, 8 gas, and 8 ores, I think it is not a very good investment. Okay, because you can get this on any other days kind of events, and yeah, in order to get 40k, you have probably used a prime, you have probably started a new research node, that kind of thing, or you have probably looked into or invested or did a research on one that requires a lot of materials, especially on grade 3 rares or even grade 3 uncommons. Okay, now if you look through your research tree, sorry, send my ship into deep space just to complete this. Yeah, okay, so if you look into your research tree, as you move towards the end, okay, as you move towards this area, to start one, it will give you like 10k, 30k, okay, but when you go to, let's say, start one will give you 1 upon 10, right? So let's say 2 upon 10, it might not give you that much of a value anymore, but the resources that you need would be still or would be much higher as well. Just look at this, okay? Klingon weak points. Klingon weak points, okay? Just look at the number of gas that it requires. 257, being a fat and targeting to have an enterprise, spending 257 uncommon grade 3 gas onto this may not seem to be a very wise decision to make, because it's not easy to get that amount of gas unless you are spending quite amount of money in the store, okay, to get that, okay, and then you start using your rares as well, okay. So if you need to win an SLB by spending so much, I don't think it is a very good strategy, okay, because yeah, you see everything is getting max, okay, and if you were to look at Galaxy, okay, Galaxy is interesting. Now if you look at 915, okay, this crystal miner gets insane, okay, 23 rare grade 3 crystals, okay, which I very much needed to tier up or upgrade my ships, okay. So if I were to spend on this, which only gives me, I believe, 1,250 event point, just for that little investment onto a research and trying to push myself, draining my resources, trying to get place 1, 2, 3, whatever, I don't think it's worth it. So that's why don't Kiasu, okay. And I believe that to look at SLBs, a very good tactic is to allocate and to count your cards, like what do you have left, okay, so that you will not over invest, overspend, and then finding yourself crippled for that matter, not able to progress on because you will need time to replenish those resources. If you're not spending money on the store, then you will need to like wait up for another better pass event, okay, because better pass events, they pay you so well that they'll give you like 1,000 plus of uncommon grade 3 uncommons for crystal, gas, and alls, and yeah, the payout is very good, okay, and that is like a 1 month's worth of effort and wait, the kind of thing. But if you were to just because of one event, you're spending so much and you're draining everything you have for it, I don't think it is that wise a strategy. Okay, so yeah, this is my thought process. So even for this current SLB, I would, I'm not sure. But I did tell a fellow alliance member of mine that I only, I'm only willing to spend like 30K on just one SLB, one research SLB, 30K points, 30K in research points, okay? Anything more, then I'll need to consider because you should also know that when you are in an ARC event, an ARC based event, okay, you will have events that would require you to I don't have one to show it to you right now, whereby you'll be given points, let's say research events. So for every 1 point that you gain in research or for research, okay, every 1 point you get 10 points for that ARC event, that major ARC event. And for buildings you get 20 points, for ships you get 8 points per ship XP spent, and for officer you only get 1. Okay, now I believe if you have those, that major ARC events, you should spend on those because you'll be getting things like, Mr. Ken, you'll be getting avatars, you'll be getting more resources, you'll be getting limited edition stuff. For example, you'll be getting officer shards, okay? So like in this ARC, Bones and Sulu, they are being promoted TOS, okay? And yeah, I think you should save up for events like this, okay? And then just spend it and then to find yourself like in the lead, like really in the lead, because all the other events, the SLBs, I believe that yes, though the payouts can be quite good, but if you spend too much, they are like distraction and it will actually cripple you. And you will find yourself like can't move forward, and it gets boring because you'll be waiting for your resources to replenish. Only then you'll be able to find something new to be excited about. Okay, so same goes to your buildings. You see, if you notice, my builder is idle. Builder is idle. Research is also idle, okay, and I still can build some stuff, okay, and being at 33 right now, if you notice, there are only a few things left that I can do, okay, so 31 here, so 2 more here, and if I were to build this, or if I'm left to build this, 77 uncommon grade 3 crystals is a lot, okay, and it will put a dent in my pocket. So yeah, what you have left to build is very important because your dailies would rely a lot on it. So daily goals, you have a list. See, power creep, gain power by completing research and upgrading your station, okay, you get some latinums, you get some officer XP, you get some milestone points, okay. So things like this, you need buildings, researchers to be on standby that you can just easily tap and get this check. Because, for example, prime real estate actually is quite good because it gives you speed ups, 16 1 hour speed ups and 1.4 million past deals, which is actually quite good. Okay, so can you imagine that if you are at my level right now and you have spent on every thing, as in your buildings are all max 33, 33, 33, 33, you would have missed that. Okay, you would not be able to complete that daily goal. Okay, and it's very sad. Okay, because I believe you have overspent. So yeah, I'll leave you with this. Don't overspend and don't kiasu. Okay, because there will be another day. And if other people do not understand it, it's okay. So long, because this is your game. I mean, how people plays it is entirely up to them. They want to be aggressive, so be it. They want to spend money, so be it. But ultimately, you need to take care of your own, because if you spend too much, no one else is gonna say that, hey, look, I have $100, use it, and then yeah, go top up your resources. No one's gonna do that, unless of course you're doing good contents like me, right? So yeah, so don't. So I'll leave you with this. I guess that's all for this video. Rambling a lot. It's just a thought process, and yeah, I hope you found this useful and will help you to start thinking and planning what to do and how much to invest in an event. Okay, so that you will not find yourself to be at a disadvantage or unable to compete or even move forward at all. So yeah, thanks for watching. Live long and prosper. See ya.